Good morning, party people. Welcome to another video. We've been a bit slack on YouTube, but we are gonna change things starting now. So I put a thing in my Instagram story last week asking for questions for a brand new Q&A, and that's what we're gonna jump straight into right now. So, very first question, I've got them up on my screen here, is what is my background / ethnicity? I'm almost as Australian as they come. My ancient ancestors came across on the First Fleet. So McCallum is Scottish. McCallum is son of Callum, essentially. But yeah, I'm as Australian as they come now. So that's that one. Next question. If you could have chosen a different career, what and why? Before I was in the world of fitness and influencing, I was a visual merchandiser and I loved my job. I really enjoyed it. That's how I got to start in fashion. I essentially helped with like store layout, mannequins, window displays, helping create the visual aspect of what you see when you walk into stores. So I think I'd probably still working in that in some regards. How do you begin? That's a very broad question, but I do have an answer for this. In anything in life, I think the best way to start is just do it. Stop talking, start doing. You're never gonna make a start until you make a start. So if it comes to something like going to the gym, just sign up, just go and do it, get in there. That's the hardest part. The hardest part is making the first move. So if you're someone that's wanting to start anything in life, whether it's you wanna start a podcast, you wanna start a YouTube series, you wanna start going to the gym, you wanna start eating right, just start, just do it. The rest comes a lot easier. Do I have any Lightroom presets? No, I don't. I don't really use presets in photos almost ever because I think personally, I think I like to tell a different story in every image, and if everything has the same feel to it, I feel like it takes away from it a little bit. I've never been one to curate my whole feed to make it all look succinct. I prefer to edit photos individually, but maybe I could do like a tutorial on how to do that. Are there any big projects I want to do for the next year? Yes, I have 3 big projects I want to do in the next year. 4. 2 of them I've already started, so I'm not going to tell you about them, but they're to do with fitness, so wait for those, they're coming. I want to create a sunglass. I want my own custom sunglass because, as you guys know, if you follow me for a while, I have an extensive sunglass collection. I want to design my own. So I haven't made any start on that. If you know any sunglass brands that want to collaborate, or you've got a factory or something, hit me up. And the 4th one is also, I want to do my own something, but you have to wait for that one too. How come I don't have a Gymshark playlist on Spotify? I'm not quite sure if you mean why I don't have a playlist on the Gymshark Spotify or why I don't have a Gymshark playlist on my Spotify. I've got a workout playlist. I've got 2. We've got the Milestone Strength playlist. I've also got my Angry Music for Happy People playlist, which you can find under Bangarang Blog on Spotify. Otherwise, I don't know why I don't have one on the Gymshark. Maybe no one likes my heavy metal. You is gay? Question mark. I cannot tell you how many times I've answered this one. No, I'm not gay. I've got a long-term girlfriend. But hey, thanks for checking. Have I ever done any bulking? How can I start a lean bulk and how long should it last? I did a mini bulk. So it was about 9 weeks this year over winter. I put on about 8 kilos during that time, and then when I cut back, it turns out to be about 5 kilos of lean muscle. It was very successful. It's because I'd been sitting at a very lean body weight for a long time in maintenance, and my body really adapted to the extra calories. I'd say start easy, don't go overloading too hard too fast. You want to be in excess of maybe 500 calories a day to start with, and then you can slowly build up from there. Have I got any plans for 500,000? I assume you mean on Instagram because no one watches my YouTube yet. We're gonna fix that. No, I don't have any plans. I'm open to suggestions. Tristan, what should we do? Throw you in the deep end. Yeah. We'll get back to you on that one. I don't know. We'll think of something fun to do for 500. I'm at a 0 level of fitness. How do I start? You are in luck. We've got a video coming for gym beginner basics. So stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe because that one's coming soon. Favorite bodybuilder? I'm not massive in the world of bodybuilding. I don't follow religiously. I've got a few friends who are in that world. I've got Chris Bumstead, Ryan Terry. I like them both as bodybuilders, but also really good dudes. So I'm gonna say those 2 guys are my favorites just because I like them. What made you want to become an influencer, and how difficult was it to gain traction? When I first started in this space, the word influencer didn't exist. So I started my blog originally as a creative outlet, and then gradually over time, people started using social media a little bit more and started following people for people as influence rather than just the creative side of things. I think I got really lucky that I was already in the space when it happened. So traction came very organically. If I tried to start today, I don't know I'd have the same success. So I'm very lucky I got in when I did. Yeah, don't know if that answers the question, but how do I deal with men hitting on me? It's a compliment. Anyone hitting on you is a very, very nice compliment as long as they're classy. Yeah, if it's just like you're hot, I ignore that. That's be creative, come on. What was my favorite part about your most recent trip? Our most recent trip was the States. Tristan, was your favorite part the helicopter? Yeah, I think we did an open door helicopter ride over New York, which was incredible. If you want to see the footage for that, this week's Fit for Adventure IGTV episode features that, and it is so cool. So go check that out. Why did I start doing the dance before I start gym? Please do little. This question doesn't really make sense. Why do dancing before I started doing workout videos? Because I'm an idiot and I'm always dancing. And we just captured that the first time. People seem to like it. So now I give a bit of a shimmy every now and again. What's my favorite fragrance or fragrances? I mix them up a fair bit. Can you see the fragrances in shot right now?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, just there. That's my fragrance collection. I mix it up. I've been wearing Sauvage a fair bit lately by, I think it's Dior. But yeah, I try to mix mine up. I like stuff that's a bit fruitier. I don't like really floral smells. Kettlebell versus dumbbell. Dumbbell every time. I'm not a huge advocate of kettlebells. They have their own purpose, but you're better off just using dumbbells, I personally think. Who's your biggest inspiration in life? Anyone that is just doing their best. I'm incredibly inspired by people who have overcome adversity. So anyone that's like a wheelchair athlete or has MS, anything like that, and still just going out there and doing their best, that moves me so hard. So maybe that sort of thing, but no one individual person. What about your IG profile @isnathan? There's some very cool images in there. Thank you so much for checking that out. So that's my old handle @isnathan is now where I'm using it to showcase stuff for my blog. There's nothing of me on there. It's all stuff that inspires me. So I guess going back to that other question about what inspires me, I look for inspiration everywhere, and you can find it on @isnathan on Instagram. Probably heavy, but do you ever get insecure about your body or a certain aspect? I wouldn't say insecure, but I think there's always things to work on. I've always got something I look at and I go, I could improve that. And that's because of the world I'm in. I'm in the world of fitness and being in the best shape I possibly can be. And I think there's always little things I could work on, but no, I'm not particularly insecure about it because I'm always working to be better. What's your training split? I currently do a push-pull legs, and that is, I train 6 days a week currently. So I get 2 push, 2 pull, and then pull legs, push legs. That's, I think, the most productive program you can do. I've also got a video coming on bro split versus push-pull split soon. Favorite, most powerful book you've ever read? If you like reading, you can't see right here, but there's a whole library of books right next to me. I love reading. I'm not a big reader of like self-help things. I don't know, I just don't relate to them very well. I'm much more of like reading for entertainment. So I read like adventure novels and stuff like that. So that doesn't really answer the question, but I do love reading. Do I support LGBTQ? How do I feel when a gay guy tells you you're sexy? Yeah, absolutely. I'm all for equal rights for everybody. I've got an incredibly, good talking, incredibly, I've got an incredibly supportive LGBTQ network that follows me, and I do my best to be there for them. As I answered before, I don't really care if anyone hits on me. It's very nice, as long as they do it respectfully. I want to support people, everyone. Am I more proud of fitness or fashion content? I am more proud of my fitness content. Fashion's fun. I love inspiring people in fashion, but fitness, I think, has a better influence because it's changing people to be healthier versions of themselves, and that's a really cool thing. How long did it take before you stopped feeling weird about talking to the camera for vids? I still feel weird sometimes. It's really nice having Tristan here because I can talk to him when I feel like an idiot, but I'm still getting used to this interaction, so hopefully you guys don't feel like I'm too awkward. Favorite Disney movie? The Sword and the Stone. It's super old and I've loved that since I was a kid. It's a classic. It's got wizards and magic and it's fantastic. Thoughts on how to get over gym anxiety after having bad experiences. This is something I'm also going to cover in my Gym Basics for Beginners, talking about how to get over gym anxiety. So that is something I'll go into detail in that video. Stay tuned. How's Nick doing since his move? Nick is doing really well. He's just opened his own little private barbershop just here in Terrigal. It's called The Private Studio if you want to check it out. It's very cool. He's also doing some wedding videos. I think he's happy. He also had a baby daughter. So that's really cool. Congratulations, Nick. If I could collaborate with any fashion label, who would it be? Maybe a brand like Subi. They're an Australian denim label. I've worked with them over the years, always worn their stuff, and I love my denim, so that'd be a really cool collaboration, I think. How did I meet DJ Tiger Lily? That's a really cute story. We met in Paris a few years ago. We were both there traveling on separate jobs by ourselves. We had mutual friends and we met up and had like a late night dinner and just became like super tight buds, which is really cool. And now we're both like JBL ambassadors together, which is really sweet. Okay, I'm gonna finish off with like 2 more questions here. Can I twerk? Nope, pretty useless. And what does it take to be a Gymshark athlete? If you wanna see that video, you can click the link up there. Did I do it? I did it. Guys, that's gonna do for today. If you guys have any more questions, we can always do more of these. I just went out of focus. I'm so sorry, Tristan. See you guys next time.